What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Catalin for coming through. Big Romanian top boss and maximizing the coin. You best believe it, no doubt about it, people. So we got some breaking news right now. Ain't no one seen before. This is the leaked press conference highlights from Fake Paul. Someone called him Cake Paul yesterday as well. That's a good one. Cake Paul. He like a cake. He a big old sweet cake too. He a wedding cake. And you best believe it, Mike T, he gonna put the plumber from Oklahoma in his honeymoon suit. Take it, take it, take it. That's what he's gonna do. You best believe that. Anyway, I'll say this before we start. It was a bit dead. Jake Fake Cake Paul actually got pissed off at Mike for not really selling it. But I think this is good. I think it's good that he's not. If he was jumping around, I've seen Mike before years ago. In his Mike Tyson Bumblebee. He's bugging, man. He was all caballed out. This one here. Watch this one here. Come on. I've clicked it. I thought the internet and AI is supposed to be getting smarter, man. I clicked it 5 times. Moody looking ass. Wow.
Whatever floats your boat.
But essentially, there's a video of Mike Tyson jumping around like a top jigaboo. Yeah, like this one. Another ad. Okay, no, man. Listen, I do YouTube videos, yeah? We ain't making that much money. Put a bunch of ads everywhere, man. Pissing me off. Here we go.
A bumblebee uniform.
I'm feeling beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm feeling beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So you saw a dude there. If this was people, let me tell you something now. If this was fixed, Mike would be all in here doing all that. Jucking and jiving for the unwashed masses. Or he'd go the aggressive route. If he didn't put a suit on and make a clown of himself, he'd go the aggressive route. And they'd be putting cages in front of the fighters and making out it's really dramatic. He's actually... the fact that he's not saying much. He's saying enough if you look for it, kind of thing. He's not blatantly banging the drum every time. I mean, is there an argument? Some people might say, well, YB, maybe it's because he knows it's fixed and hence he knows he's going to jump on the floor so he don't want to talk too much. That's not the case, though. He said enough. He said enough. That's convinced me, put it that way. Anyway, let's get to the video here.
Why is he manufactured and why are you for real?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah, I just wondering if you can expand on that. I mean, can you give me...
It's just what
It's
I
just
said.
that, all right. That's cool. When you hear that, do you agree with that, Jake? Is there something to that?
Whatever he wants to think, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but the deadliest weapon on the planet is manufactured, and that's a nuke.
What is going on with your...
Jake, you said that at the face-off, man. You said that at the face-off. They're dead bars. I don't know who... Fake, Paul, listen, Cake Paul. I don't know who passed you that corny bar about the nuclear weapon that's manufactured, but you... Listen... Comedians shouldn't really say their jokes more than once. Yeah. Because it shows you ain't really got it like that. If you keep repeating the same joke, it's like, whoa, you tired, man. And that's these bars here, tired. Oh, I've got a nuclear bomb and I'm manufactured. You're manufactured. You fight little mixed martial arts bare-knuckle wrestlers is what you fight, Fake Paul. You're manufactured to a T. You got in there with someone who's also manufactured. Tommy Fury can't box with Toffee. KSI was 150 pounds. Tommy couldn't do nothing. Went life and death. Had a draw in that fight, essentially. Yeah? You got in there with one bare bones bottom level boxer and you lost. It was a close fight, but still, come on, it's not like people. If Jake Paul had lost a split decision against Artur Imad Beterbiev, I'd be here myself. That's not Tommy though. Even if he lost a close decision against someone half decent, pick whoever you like. He hasn't done that. He wouldn't dare. Anyway, let's get to the rest of this corny shit.
Your ear over there, Jake, if I could just ask that.
I'm not getting my shit bit off on Friday night, so I got my diamond spiked ear covers right there.
But is there any chance this goes to a decision, or does this have to end in a knockout?
No, someone's getting put to sleep. It's going to be a war, and we're both heavy hitters. And it's not going the full 16 minutes.
Can you share us why did you say this sentence? The fear of losing is too much fighting than dying. And what would you lose if you lose this fight? Thank you.
I'm not gonna lose.
But just you say that in the last minute of the second.
I am not
countdown.
going to lose. Did you hear what I said?
Thank you.
Now, when Mike said that, I'm not going to lose.
Last minute of the second.
I am
countdown.
not going to lose. Did you hear what I said?
Thank you.
He's not like laughing and he's actually pissed off at this point. Honestly, I think Kate Paul's in trouble. I really do. I think Kate Paul's going to have some serious harm done. I don't think Mike's playing. Mike says enough again. He said, I don't think Jake Paul's taking this seriously. These aren't clown, I'm paid to jump on the floor bars. Yeah, doesn't mean it's guaranteed. I wouldn't bet my life on it that Mike's not shot. What I will bet my life on, it's not rigged. And if it is rigged, it'll be patently obvious it's rigged. Yeah? Blatantly obvious, but people, if Tommy Fury he'll sell out for anything. He just wants the bag, man. He was on Love Island. Yeah? So if fake Paul couldn't pay Tommy Fury, why is Mike going to take that? He's already paid. His billionaire friends said they'd give him money not to fight. He want to do this. He gagging to do this. And he's done with the talking now. That's the zone I'm seeing this guy in. And to some extent, he's actually regressed back to his prime self. Yeah? In the 80s, coming up, Mike wasn't... He was exuberant and young. He wasn't a massive trash talker. That came later on when he was actually checked out of the game, just there to pump the pay-per-view sales up. He's much more reserved. And I think we'll see what his attitude is after the fight. That's when you'll hear more about it. At this point, he's ready to go now. It's fight week. It's on. Donkey Kong.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's nobody like...
Yeah, that wasn't good. That was just some New York dude tried to copy. I mean, it was a homage as such, but it was dead. So we'll skip that part. It irritated me last time.
When you heard that from another young man from Brooklyn, what did that mean?
Yes, he was very, very eloquent, but that day I was off my meds. I'm fine with everything.
We thought there was enough negativity in the world, so we were curious if you had something nice to say about one another.
Well...
I'm getting booed? Wow.
Anything come to mind, Jake?
Well, I think he's going to look good in the picture when he's on the canvas and I'm standing over him. There's a lot of shit talk online saying you're going to kill me, and it's just nothing in person. I don't know. It's pretty boring, pretty fucking boring.
Do you think these are mind games?
I don't know, man. It's not working, whatever these games are. It's not going to change the result of what happens Friday night.
And you've said...
So these are the... I mean, I get it. From a pure... I'm not sure, again. I'm happy. With my bets on Mike Tyson, I'm happy with what I've seen. Would it be nicer, maybe, for him to be more kind of like... Maybe, but we've seen a bunch of men do that. Mike did that his whole pro career. Or, sorry, the last half of his pro career. He gave the... like he's going to do something and did nothing. Right? So, again, historically, when Mike was quiet... Who here saw Mike shouting up before he punched up Burbick or Spinks? No. He didn't say nothing. You saw him shouting up on Lennox and all them kind of Holyfield and whatnot and Razor Ruddock. It was in the second half of his career he talked a bunch. This is actually traditional Mike. Yeah? A lot of the unwashed casuals have become accustomed. Oh, he's not talking. He's paid. He's going to jump on the floor. No, this is actually based on fact. This is how he used to be. And I want to pick up on... There was another part I missed, I think. One sec.
I don't know, man. It's not working, whatever these games are. It's not going to change the result of what happens Friday night.
And you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So,
it's pretty boring, pretty fucking boring.
Do you think these are mind games?
I don't know, man. It's not working, whatever these games are. It's not going to change the result of what happens Friday night.
And you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So, if that is your goal, when can we expect you to start fighting legitimate contending fighters in your given weight class?
I think you're the same dumbass from the other event.
I am
asked that same dumbass question.
And you didn't answer.
And you're sitting here disrespecting Mike Tyson to his face once again. You do not think that he's a serious boxer?
No, fake Paul. He's 58. Yeah, no, God willing, he whoop your ass. But if he don't, I've got a video coming later. Tony Bellew already said. Yeah. Tony can handle that. People, Tony Bellew punched this guy's head off. I don't care how old Tony Bellew, man. He's not old enough, that's for sure. He's not old enough for fake Paul. Paul to do something. There's a bagger man. Andre Ward said he'd come back and handle that for Uncle Mike as well. There's a bagger man lining up to have a go on this kid. Someone need to come in and have a go on him, for sure. He ain't going to fight a real active boxer. He might go for. Andre Ward doesn't have a massive, kind of like, massive presence, so fake Paul might not be on that. But then again, Andre Ward's a Hall of Famer and a retired undefeated, I'm no doubt. In fact, that might be enough in Andre Ward. Andre Ward beat his ass. Andre Ward went in there and stopped a prime Kovalev. Yeah? A prime Kovalev. A Kovalev who put him down for the first time in his career, and I believe won that fight. Ward will walk through this guy. He will walk through fake Paul at cruiserweight. You best believe that. Any of these men would. I put Carl Froch in there as well. Yeah? Any of these men will have a go on him, and that's what needs to happen next if Mike don't get it done. But I'm confident, as I've said, that Mike will do it.
He walks away.
A big story, a big part of your history, of course, your first trainer, the late great Cus D'Amato. What do you think he would say of this spectacle going down on Friday?
He'd be very happy.
What do you think he would tell you about how to beat Jake Paul?
He would be very happy.
Yeah, it's cute. You know, I fear no man, so I want him to be that old savage. Mike, he says he's going to kill me. Is that what you're going to do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no excuses from everyone at home when I knock.
Oh, that was the part. I've just had a flashback. So what did he say again? I can't remember what I was going to say, actually. Scrap it. Let's go with this. I'm bugging, man. My head's slow today. I didn't get no sleep last night, you best believe.
Old savage Mike. He says he's going to kill me. Is that what you're going to do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no excuses from...
Fake Paul, man. You don't want the hardest night. Tommy came at you slapping away, and you didn't really want it like that. Yeah? We've seen a whole bag of fighters try and slap away, and people want it. You ain't one of them guys who wanted it like that. Yeah, you was politicking with Tommy. Fact. You was boxing with the boxer. So if Fake Paul had anything in him, yeah, I've seen it. That's why I got off the bandwagon. I was riding Fake Paul hard until the Tommy fight. Riding him hard. All this power and whatnot. He gets in there with someone who can box to basically one of the lowest levels of the serious professional ranks. Outside of journeymen, I'm putting it out there now. Outside of journeymen, Tommy Fury, a man who's able to train all day. A lot of these journeymen cats here, they got other jobs and that. So... Of the trained professional, I'm doing this twice a day for a living, that calibre, Tommy's at the bottom. And you got in there, same as Fake Paul's got all them resources, and you went life and death. Yeah, that's what you did.
Mike, he says he's going to kill me. Is that what you're going to do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the...
You don't want that. And I pray to God Mike puts it on this guy and spin his block, whoop, and murk him. I don't even really want to see him get clipped, to be honest. I want to see him get... Let's think of an example of a whooping in recent times. I'm thinking more of like a Canelo versus Plant type. That wasn't really my massive whooping. What's a breaking down? What's an example of breaking someone down? A Beterbiev versus Smith. That's what I'm looking for. I want Fake Paul to be in there. I'd rather see him quit than get knocked out. That's what I want to see. I want to see him in there, not really fancying it and thinking, oh man, I want to see him. I want to see him wilt in there. And I said the other day to you, man, this wouldn't be the first time. Professional, world champion, unified champion boxers like Callum Smith got in there with Canelo. He didn't want no more. The soul was punched out of him. Jamel Charlo, same situation. They didn't want no more. They were resigned to their fate. And that for me is almost worth more than a knockout. Anyone can get caught with a punch. But having the fight taken out of you and turning someone into a glorified sparring partner, that's the pinnacle of the game, and that's what this Fake Paul deserves. That's all he is. He barely make the sparring partner rounds in the real world of boxing. He fights. They're all small as well, the smallest ones. Fake Paul don't even go after the old, like people like Cain Velasquez, genuine heavyweights. He don't even go for them. He goes for dudes who is 155 pounds, pumped up. It's embarrassing.
Hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no excuses from everyone at home when I knock him out. So is that what you're going to bring, Homicidal?
I'm just ready.
I feel at this point as well, if you look at Mike's body language, I feel he's in there and something's bubbling in there. Make it a bit bigger.
I'm just ready. That's all I can say. I'm just ready.
Listen, am I shilling my base? Is it all this talk? Is it just me trying to read too much into things that are gonna benefit Mike Tyson. We're going to find out at the end of the day, man. We've got how long now? Basically 36 hours, and it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. Let's do the I'm trying to think actually. Should I do the face-off? Maybe no. The weigh-in face-off would be more important. But I'll do the face-off now. Scrap it since we're here. They had a face-off, and I think it's worth. So the press conference, as you saw, was a bit dead. I'm not gonna lie. The press conference was nothing really to write home about. Here we go. Here's the face-off. Why is that popping up in the way? Getting all in my. Go on, get out of the way. Oh my god, this thing's right in, sparking the way, man.
Well played.
I'm sending out contracts too.
Oh yeah, and Fake Paul lost his head because obviously Katie Taylor and that lot didn't back him to win. So it was like, oh, I'm taking bets. Fake Paul. Eddie Hearn give you and you bottled it. Oh, we didn't really sign anything. Come on, bro. And with Tommy as well Tommy didn't sign nothing either. So there's a lot of front in here, and that's one thing I can. In fact, that was the bar. You know when I lost my head earlier on in this video. I remembered now what I wanted to say. Fake Paul seems confident, and some of these bars he put out there, he sounds confident, and it almost leads me to believe that he's gonna. What's the word I'm looking for? He sounds confident, but it almost leads me to believe that it's rigged kind of thing. He speaks with such confidence. Let me find which one it actually was. It's one of these corny ones here.
Do you think these are mind games?
I don't know, man. It's not working. Whatever these games are, it's not going to change the result of what happens Friday night.
And you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer.
I think you're the same dumbass
Man from Brooklyn. What?
This is impregnable.
And what would
Does this have to end in a knockout?
No, someone's getting put to sleep. It's going to once again.
I asked you a
Do you
question.
not think that?
Your first trainer, the late.
Yeah, it's cute. You know, I fear no man, so I want him to be that old savage. Mike, he says he's going to kill me. Is that what you're going to do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no excuses from everyone at home when I knock him out. So is that what you're going to bring?
So it's something you've heard it already. The point is, in most Jake Paul's things, it's like, oh, how can this guy be so confident? Does he know it's rigged? All you have to do, people, think back to Tommy. I was on the bandwagon heavy, banging the drum. Yeah, man, Fake Paul gonna smoke this guy. Fake Paul gonna smoke this guy. Whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, he's smoking him. That's what he's gonna do. Punch him to bits. He's really on it. Look, he's confident. I was part of my narrative. Part of the reason I backed Jake Paul was saying, yeah, I think that Tommy, I think it might be rigged, kind of thing. That was part of the narrative because it suited my position at the time. Turns out, people, if Fake Paul had the ability to rig anything, that fight could have been rigged. It wasn't like he lost 8 rounds, right? He probably won 3. It could have been a draw. It was a split decision anyway. It could have been 3 rounds to Jake or 4 rounds to Jake, whatever. Essentially a close fight. No one would have. There would have been some backlash, but Jake Paul could have won that one, right? If he had any rigging. So the same level of confidence he had that cucked me against Timmy Fumbles, he issued the same shtick. The same shtick. Same shtick, people, with Tommy, and it went nowhere. And also in the Tommy fight, what that showed was, I did a video on it, when Tommy Fury put it on Fake Paul, he was panicking. And even at points, to be honest, even with Mike Perry weren't doing nothing in there. There's loads of examples of it. Mike Perry, Nate Diaz, listen, them guys got beat, they lost every round more or less. But there's points in that fight, little Nate Diaz, 160 pounds, soaking wet Nate Diaz, was slapping around, and Fake Paul's like, the commentator was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Nate Diaz. So I'm sorry, if I just can't see how, people, I've bet on Mike Tyson because the odds are favourable. If Mike was the same favourite, if you put a tenner on Mike and got a £5 profit back, which is the odds for Jake Paul right now, and that's actually gone against Jake. Has it gone against him or for him? No, it's gone against him. Recently, it was actually before it was you put a tenner on, you get £4 profit. So people are saying it's less likely Jake's going to win. Anyway, the point is, if Mike Tyson was that level of favourite, you put a tenner on and get £4 profit back. I wouldn't bet on this. I think that's just how it probably should be priced. I think the odds should be the other way. And if it was fairly priced, I wouldn't touch it. But at the time I got in at 3-1. It's worth a punt from what I'm seeing. Now, if I did a video again the other day, We saw Chuck Liddell in there. Stiff and old and shot. If Mike was looking, you might know I don't like losing money. If Mike was looking stiff and slow and shot, I'd say that. I say, nah, man, I'm not touching this for barge pole. He's finished. He doesn't look like that, though. He just doesn't, people. He does not. Yeah, he does not. And something touched me as well in the Netflix documentary. He said, before, what was it? What fight was it? No, he said in the Netflix documentary, when he was sick, he said, I don't want to die in this hospital room. I want to die on the battlefield in the ring. Now, those aren't bars for someone paid, man. They're just not. I felt that. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. Oh, we're going to do the, since we're here anyway, let's do the, how long have I been gassing for? 20 minutes, that's calm. Let's do the face-off. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, face-off. Wicked, more ads, thank you.
Bridget Jones.
I've set you up on Tinder.
What?
New Absolute Repair Molecular.
Okay, so here's the face-off. Now, fake Paul is a big solid lump. There's no doubt about that. But the evidence is there, people. He fought Nate Diaz a few years ago at 185. Yeah? You can say he's getting older, he's putting weight on. No, it's not a good weight. He's got dinner lady arms. Yeah? This is the dinner lady swag is what he's rocking right now. So, he's obviously taller than Mike, but he's not 6 foot. I met Mike Tyson, I'm 5'9". Fact. And he was an inch smaller than me. People don't believe that, but he was. He was an inch smaller than me. So even if you call Mike 5'9", fake Paul can't be more than 6 foot. So if Mike's leaning over more than fake Paul, if he stood up straight, I mean, fake Paul's got that big old wig out there. He's probably 2 or 3 inches. Fine. Fake Paul's 6 foot. Mike Tyson's 5'9". No problem. It's actually better for Mike. Mike don't want to be. Well, it makes a difference to Mike. Bottom line, it makes a difference to Mike. Not gonna make no difference. End of the day, he'd been doing that. I can't think of one boxer Mike Tyson's ever fought that was shorter than him. So this is water off the duck's back. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about it. People, stop it.